Kani kadega Batesi TV, bat pidang pet yaki kubor baman kasni, balwan rasha pi da ka Orange Nissan, lom so po niya Fabricate Shillong, ringkat bat ka BDW International School Nongmansong, Langkarding Shillong. Admissions open now.
Ban kantiu shushu yaki kam jungok kai perthai hak jala Meghalaya. Katanat jungok kai perthai jong ka sarkar jala kalapan benapat ba. Basyan kan seperlong ya katamasa kabala ai kerteng kumka the Meghalayan Age. Hakasnong thanasken kabadan West Gentles District. Ya kani katamasa kaba on saperlong hau benai leber menta usnam arja arpau on sedang nadu ka nyau terek. Bat on penkon hadu ka katsan terek jong ni huju benai. Menteri Rangba Kajala Konrad Kongkal Sangma, hakaji keren bat kinong patai kubor, haka arpenyo terek mentau benai rempang arja arpau. Ulai tu bahagi ni kisngi kinsadon kijing penberngya ki baper haka ba kipai ba Kajala kimpat jukhamyo ikot.
One of the purpose to show to people also that that by preserving these kind of natural beauty that we have, the natural caves that we have, you can have different areas of livelihood that can come out of it. And tourism could be one way through which there could be value that could be created by ensuring that these places are protected. I think it's important to get the people on board. And that is the reason why we want to showcase it to the rest of the world and let the people experience it, the local people on their own, and see that, wow, we can actually get a different form of livelihood. And I think this is another way for us to convince the people also that yes, we must promote it, we must protect it. So that's one of the purposes that we are doing this, to really get value out of these caves and allow people to be part of this entire economic process that we're doing. Number two, just to give you another aspect from the government side, see, we are coming out with a cave protection board that we have. It's in the process right now. I have already, in fact, about a month now, we've been working on this and talking on this with the Chief Secretary and other officials. We are preparing the documentation. We will be coming out with a board or with a committee from our side that is going to specifically be looking at protection of caves, especially where it is very environmentally important, at the same time from the importance from a geological point of view, and see how we could balance both these aspects of the livelihood when it comes from mining and at the same time protecting these caves. It needs to be balanced approach. We cannot just simply force and say that, well, you cannot continue this, you cannot do that. I think that will also be not the right approach. So I think it's a great question, and basically we are aware about it. We are going to work towards balancing it out. But as I said, it's very important to showcase to the people that it is necessary for the society as a whole, the people also, to be involved in this process of ensuring that these kind of unique, I should say, caves that we have should be protected, because there is a way to create livelihood and tourism through it. And I think once people see this, they themselves will support this, and at the same time, government will come out with different policies and come out with a board to ensure that different mechanisms are done to protect these sensitive caves.
Objective of this festival is obviously to bring Meghalaya into the mind space of a global tourist, because the whole goal of Meghalaya tourism is to attract high value tourists. We want people who can spend a lot of money, who are discerning, who are caring about the environment. A discerning tourist to come, and people are interested in exploring unexplored places like Meghalaya, which we all know which have immense potential. So we need to organize a big bang event so that people know about this. So it's a promotional festival, which means that we are inviting a whole lot of people. In fact, we'll give you details, but we're inviting a whole lot of media people from across the country, big names like BBC, Condé Nast, Lonely Planet, and our own Indian media houses. All will be there in full force. So the idea is that they come, they cover our festival and write about us for the rest of the year, and that should kind of trigger the interest in Meghalaya and increase our footfalls. And the context, there's also a second big context to it, which is that you all know that the 15th Finance Commission is very important, and they visited the state last year. Their preliminary report is out. Now they'll make recommendations for the next 4 years, 2021 to 25, after 6 months. So the 15th Finance Commission has also recognized that tourism is a very important growth engine for hilly states, especially our state like Meghalaya. And they have made it as a delivery linked parameter, in the sense that if we increase our tourist footfalls, if we show that the state is serious on promoting activities, tourism in a systematic way, they are going to enhance the funding allocation for us also for the period 2021 to 25.
The Meghalayan's, and as we celebrate the Meghalayan age, as Sir rightly pointed out, people is also at the heart of the stories that are there in our state, and the tourist experience will not be complete unless we also showcase the people. People come to experience our culture, our food, our nature, our traditions, our cuisine, our customs, and people are behind this. So therefore we had envisaged, and like our Honorable Chief Minister always keeps talking about, people and promoting entrepreneurship and recognizing talent that is there. We thought that this would be a great opportunity to also showcase and give a preview of the people behind so many of the important achievements and so many of the things that they're doing, very interesting things, which will overall add to the whole holistic experience of what a tourism would experience. So therefore, we are featuring Meghalayans in this People's Project. This is a series that we're going to continue. This is the start, and today our Honorable Chief Minister will be launching the preview. A booklet will be launched during the festival.
Meghalaya into a high-end tourism destination. That's really our primary goal. While saying that does not mean that we don't want other tourists to come. Absolutely not. I don't think people should think like that. But we would like to package and to project ourselves as a high-end destination. And in the process, of course, many tourists will come, and we welcome all kinds of tourists who want to come here. So keeping that particular objective in mind, we strongly felt that we needed to market ourselves and package ourselves and give that initial boost, by having activities like this to really take us forward in this particular goal that we have. And hence, we came up with the Meghalayan Age Festival, which we're going to have from the 7th of March till 15th of March. So friends, you already saw what this has, and this is going to really be one of a kind festival that I think entire Northeast has ever seen, and in fact in the whole country in fact has ever seen. And really the key thing about this particular festival is that though it is going to be a festival that's going to bring in activities and bring in experience that has not been there in any part of the Northeast, and definitely very few locations in the country, the most important part is this is going to be connected to our culture. It's going to be connected to the different tourist spots that we have. It's going to be connected to the different kind of experiences that tourists can have, which existed in our state but somehow were never exploited, I should say. And exploit is not a good word, but was never actually taken, forward. Like for example, the caving, and it's a great, opportunity that exists for us, one of a kind in the world, I should say. And yet, sadly, nothing has been done about it in the past. So, what's going to happen through this festival is we'll start showcasing these different kind of advantages and this different kind of unique experiences that Meghalaya can give to tourists from all over the world. Another part which the Director of Tourism had mentioned, which is very, very important to us, is the fact that people of the state must also link into this festival. So apart from the fact that a lot of the activities around this will be done by the local people. For example, the caving society that we had, they never got any kind of official support from government or any agency in the past, and they've just been spending their own money and doing this on their own. And for the first time, government of Meghalaya has actually supported them to buy different kind of equipments for caving. And these equipments, of course, now is a long-term investment, and in the future, many people who are adventure tourists will come in and start using this facility, and we'll try to promote it even more. And that way, the local, caving, enthusiasts and the people who are into this kind of an activity, into adventure tourism, will benefit from this. So therefore, of course, and apart from that, many other activities that will take place will also be through that. So apart from that, the Meghalayans is again another way in which we're connecting it. Friends, a lot of time tourism is about, stories that you tell. And tourists connect to stories. Like, for example, the Taj Mahal. It's a story about how, a particular king was so much in love with his wife that he built this beautiful, tomb for her. That's a story that people sell and people just connect to when they go in. I think there are so many stories. I'm not saying it has to be like a Taj Mahal story, but it could just be a unique story which needs to be told in the right manner. And I'll tell you, so many people will connect to so many of the local stories and the different kind of stories that our people can tell about their experiences and how we can connect those stories then into the tourism aspect. And I think weaving off and bringing the two together is really what we are trying to do out here. Is connect the local experience, the local stories into the tourist activity in an attraction and package it in the right manner through a program like this, which is a very high-end program, which is really going to be very exciting for people. And as was mentioned by our Commissioner Secretary, is that we plan to continue this event, not just because it's a one of a kind, but we want to make it a calendar event. We want to make it an iconic event. We want to make it an event that is going to be commercially very, very viable, and maybe hopefully in the coming years, we will actually be able to commercially give it away to people who would maybe want to run it. So, which has happened in many other parts of the country, like the Run of Kutch festival, started off by the government, but at the end of the day, today, the government actually auctions it out and tenders it out to people who want to come and run it, and then the government actually earns from it. So it's important to create that brand and create that iconic image out of it, and then be able to get commercial value for the government also, and continue the tourism activity that's taking place. So these are just broadly the ideas that are behind this particular festival. Why the Megaland Age? Again, another aspect that we have not taken advantage of. Megaland Age is such a massive thing throughout the world, and we all are living in the Megaland Age, and we as Megalayans have not been able to take advantage of it. And that's why we felt that we need to start marketing this aspect of the Megaland Age itself. And hence we chose the word the Megaland Age Festival. I think it's a very, very appropriate name. And I think this will really help us market the entire, this entire Megaland Age concept itself. And the Caving Festival, which is going to happen along with this, is going to again show an experience of the caves where these particular stalagmites and other things were found that proved that this is that we are living the Megaland Age. So this aspect of Megaland Age also is something that we felt very strongly must be branded and must be taken advantage of, and the state and the people of the state must benefit out of this.